Control time! Ultima. Wow. 11th place at the Pro Tour for Mitchell Tamblin with this blue-white control deck. It's got some interesting things going on here. Most jumping off the page is Idyllic Beachfront. This is a budget deck. No, it's not a budget deck. Mitchell just wanted to play as many planes as possible to get lay down arms into the deck, which is a really good removal spell, but obviously requires a lot of planes. So with 4 Meticulous Archive, 3 Beachfront, and then 8 basic planes, that's like the bare minimum, I think, for planes for lay down arms, but it is there and is sorts of plowshares, sort of. Interesting things here, Dreams of Lagana. Not just for your Final Fantasy drafts anymore. Playing Dreams over Think Twice and Deduce, which is kind of crazy, I think. But Surveil 1, draw a card. Sure. 1 Cathar Commando, 1 Flanker. I don't know, folks. It's kind of a weird deck list, but this deck came in at 11th place at the Pro Tour, and I didn't, and you didn't. So we're going to give it a spin and see how it goes. Mostly what you'd expect. And, of course, Ultima very good against Prowess to hit those cutters as well. And Lockdown being important, too. And that's the deck. There you go. So we're going to give it a spin and see how it looks. Brought to you by
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Let's do this on the play, chat. Coming out with me. Ugh. Nothing like a 2-lander on the control deck, huh? We do have 3 castable spells, but we need to draw multiple lands. Total land count in this deck is 27. That's usually a card for control decks. Damn. Keep or mulligan, folks. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. We need to find 2 lands or some... I mean, we're drawing to, I guess, lands. Play, jeez. We're drawing to lands, Dreams of Lagana, and then any combo draw of, like, land stock up works, too. This is tough. I think it's probably a mulligan. I think on the play, on the draw, we can keep this. I think on the play, like, we need to draw multiple lands. It's so close. I don't know. You gotta make your land drops. Dreams of Lasagna. That sounds delicious. What do you think, chat? I think we're gonna mulligan. Not even dual lands either. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan. Sure.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
We're gonna keep now. Alright, well, not that punished. Top card is another archive, sure. Alright. Not the best. And here's the archive back again. Island. We're gonna keep that land. Plains for our opponent. Interesting. Carrot cake. What? White control? Island. Sure. I mean, Lockdown's pretty cool. You're right. Just say go. All right. Little rabbit coming in. Rascally rabbit. No caretaker's talent. Dreams. Dreams to dream. I'm going to keep this land, I think. Making land up so important. I want to get a meringue going here. Could have played Fountain Port, but we're happy just casting Coil and Catch either way. Alright. It's argument for Ops over Dreams. No, the Opt and Dreams are completely different cards. The flashback is the important part for card advantage. Opt does not give card advantage. So here's a Beza. A Beza looking to do nothing but be a 4/5. It's on a card draw or anything else. This is fun. We can deal with that. Alright, so they get nothing.
So you get nothing.
We draw 3, discard. We draw lay down arms. We're currently at 1/2 is our third planes. Sure, stump the Verge. And draw our own Beza. So now Beza on our side won't do much either. So we gain 4 life, but sure. Let's play Lancing up. We have Flashback Dreams, Counterspell, Cryptic Command, and so on. No rush here. Fountain Port is pretty good. Take 4. And buckle up. We're playing that control game over here. Here's Caretaker's Talent. That is not going to happen. Not on my watch.
You didn't say the magic word.
High card. Cryptic Command. Draw some cards. Land Beza. Temporary Lockdown is not great against them. Just dump the Lockdown, I think. Dump Lockdown. And draw Meringue of a Regent. So I think we're pretty happy just playing Beza here. And then Dreams of Lagana. That's fun. This is just a 4-5 gain 4, but not too shabby. Should be a good matchup for us, I would think. I could be wrong, though. As long as we can keep Caretaker's Talent under control. And apply some amount of pressure. We can't let them sit, for infinite time with Fountain Port, so. Beza. Ugh, that card's really good. That's a good target for late on arms, so. Alright, so he's Enduring Innocence. That's fine. Citadel is pretty important to turn on Fountain Port. Alright, so late on arms looking good here. We're going to Dreams. They're going to Cake. They'll draw a card, sure. Nuberto says, I like the band video, but I have mixed feelings. Came back to Magic after 15 years, starting with Commander. With Tarkir Dragonstorm, decided to build a standard deck. But of course, Steel Cutter is banned, as Jim expects, and my deck is dead. Unlucky, I guess. That's it, folks. Listen to that comment right there. Because that is so many Magic players, and that is the danger of bans. The entrenched players will play anyway, all right? But when you have a player who's just getting into the game, just starting to get into the Constructed or in pen paper Magic, and their deck gets banned, and they peace out, you never see them again, that is so bad for the game. So bad for the game. You get your wild cards back on Arena, but not in paper. We're talking paper. If everyone had every card Magic in paper, ban all you want. But there's a lot more to bans than just, I don't like this card, I'm tired of losing to it. The video's up on YouTube, Ban Talk video. All right, so here's the Plains. We are definitely casting Late on Arms on Enduring Innocence. That much is for sure. Then the question is, what else are we doing? We Flashback Dreams. Look for a counterspell. Attacks, no attacks here. I can just say go. I'm not saying Cutter shouldn't be banned. I'm just saying that player's perspective is so valid and is almost completely ignored by everyone on the internet who just screams, ban this card, ban that card. I think Cutter should be banned. Don't get me wrong. Watch the ban video. I go over it in detail. But I think that being aware of and understanding that perspective is so important for when you go too deep on ban stuff. So here's Blossom. Here's the Eternal Wanderer. That's actually kind of horrifying. All right, we got to find a counterspell here. All right. No more lies, please. 2 looks. Actually, Get Lost is fine. All right, well, let's keep Get Lost. Sure. So that's okay. We can Get Lost it. Not the best exchange of all time, is what it is.
I'll clean up this mess.
All right, so they're going to blink their Beza. Sure. They won't actually draw a card here because we're going to empty our hand too, so sure. That's great for us.
Get off my plane.
To kill that, Beza comes back, and we have equal cards, equal lands, equal creatures, and they have higher life, so they get nothing again. Sick. I should respond to Trigger. That was stupid. But they didn't use it anyway, so. Here's Beza. We draw Dreams. They have 4 cards in hand. I think we're going to Coil and Catch. And see what we draw. I mean, wait, I guess. Just wait. Let's play Lancing again. Not in a rush. They got 3 Fountain Ports. Give me maps to a Fountain Port deck does suck, but all right. So we're gonna end step. We're gonna Dreams. Pitch of Plains. Temporary Lockdown. It's actually pretty good here. Then we're gonna Coil and Catch. And discard extra Lockdown. No more less. I think we're in the market to Lockdown. They can sack, draw, sack, draw. That's not that good, actually. Alright. Let's lay down arms, Beza. Land. Attack. They'll block and sack. That's fine. And then we're just going to keep on keeping on, I guess. Gonna get into a Fountain Port battle. Alright, so you go. They didn't even sack it? Wow. Alright, sure. Get lost and stuff. Gotta counter the Wanderer, but... Alright. Alright. Here's a land. You're just saying go? Wow. Alright, so... We're gonna... We can make 2 fish, or we can Dreams. And then Dreams flashback. I like that better. So I have a counterspell. I want to be a little more, like an actual counterspell. No Jaces here, unfortunately. Stock up's great. Draw Meringue of a Regent. Cast stock up. Buckle up, folks. Here's a negate. Love that. Here's a Regent. Cool with that, too. Land. Attack for 4. Seven mana? Oh. Not on my watch. Sure. You got it. We can play Beza and have 3 mana available for negate. I think that's fun. Get those bodies going. Get a little life, so they go. Fountain Port's scary, but... Make a fish. Sack the map and draw a card. Fountain Port's pretty good. You know, Fountain Port is not a major part of the metagame right now. It has been at previous times, but... you know, not a thing that people are currently prepared for. Here's a Beza. That's fine. Draw a card. I think I like Get Lost the Beza, cast Lockdown to mop all the tokens up. They can only sack 2 of them. Alright, so untap. Cast Lockdown. Don't love the tap there, but sure. Alright. They have drawn a lot of cards. These Fountain Ports are really doing work. They're slow, but they do get things going. So, Lockdown. This is kind of like a Himbatorog. We just discard 3 cards. And we're going to attack. And we're going to say go with 2 counter spells up. They have a lot of cards. If we had like 1 Jace in our deck, I would be so happy. Here's a Loran. Doesn't do anything though, because this Lockdown has already done its job. It's fine. Yeah, like 1 single Jace in this deck list would really help in a matchup like this. But again, I'm sure that this is not the matchup that the person playing this deck was looking to try and beat. I cannot make a fish and coil and catch. No Felden's Cane. Here's a flanker. That's interesting. Let's discard just a land, I guess. Flanker. Flanker's terrible. And Flanker's actually terrible against the fish. Just get rid of Flanker. Alright. Untap. Here comes this Beza. How does this game end is a very important question to ask yourself. I'm not sure. We really... Without that one Jace... Might need to cast Meringue River Regent and try and like, protect it. Which is bad, honestly. Like... Oh, I freaking misclicked. God damn it.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
That's all right. I didn't play land. That's terrible. Right, here's Ride's End. That's fine. Not playing a land's pretty bad. Sure. Alright. Attack. End step. Make a fish. Yeah, I actually don't think we can win. Thinking about it a little more in depth, I think we actually can't win the game. Like it's impossible to win. Make a fish, make a fish. They make fish. We never beat them on the fish front. They have more rule spells than we have. Like big dragons. All the dragons are left because they shuffle back in, but we might need to, like, defend our dragon with counterspells, which is pretty bad. I think we need to find more cards to do that then. That's a really important thing to do when you're playing Control Mirror, is just figure out how you're going to win the game. And what a winning game looks like. Demolition Field is cute. Okay. Field doesn't do much, though, because they have 3 fountain boards. 4 mana, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Effectively 12. They can make 3 fish a turn. Jeez, maybe I should do something. Okay. We're gonna wait. Sure, let's guess. Oh, dragon's gone. Never mind. Oh my god. All right, sure. So. Okay. Make a fish. This is like classic control stuff of like just figuring out that you can't actually win the game. That's whatever. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna attack us too. Pretty gross. We have 19 cards. Yeah. I just don't think we can actually win. Yeah, I think we might just concede. Time is a factor, and like so most importantly for any control deck to do is just stop and think about how the game is going to end, and we just like can't actually win this game. Like we look at our deck and like what is our path to victory? We need to like stick a dragon and have it win the game somehow, which is just impossible against all their removal spells. I'm just gonna back it up and get them next game. Time considerations are a factor, and the sideboard's got some more stuff, more threats for us. So, damn, that was something. All right, so board of the lockdowns, board of the flanker. Cathar Commando is great. Even Ultima is kind of I think. I want these Sphinxes. I want these Tidebinders. I want the Negate. I want the Cathar Commando. And Lay Down Arms is also pretty bad. Lockdown, Flanker, Decree. I think 1 Late Arms is probably fine. It's better than... I guess 1 Ultima is fine, too. Yeah, and then we're just in on the Sphinx to go all the way here. All right, cool. Strong agree that lowering the cost of cards would make bans more palatable. Lowering the cost of cards would be good for basically everyone in the entire universe but Wizards of the Coast. So, all right, here we go. Make sure you play fast here. Maybe Fountain Port number 2 wasn't necessary, actually, but sure, whatever. We go stock up. Demolition Field. Voice of Victory. That's a problem. Sure. This sucks, but maybe we can just take a hit. We should take a hit. Let's just cast stock up and take a hit. And we hit another Get Lost, Ultima, Dreams, Tidebinder. I think I like Dreams second Get Lost. So you go. Next turn is just Get Lost, Voice of Victory. Caretaker's down there. That's tough too. Might be on double Get Lost here. Yeah, so I would have thought this was a good matchup for us, but that's based on like how prior blue-white control decks are built in Standard, and this deck is not built as such. It's certainly built for the metagame at the Pro Tour, and that is not super effective for where we're the matchup we're currently playing, and that's just I think you need to be aware of whenever you play a Pro Tour deck is that you're not playing in the Pro Tour. And more open tournaments with more random deck selections can really exploit that, just like this deck's tried to exploit a metagame at the Pro Tour. I like how they have J sleeves too. Here's Enduring Innocence. Oh, that's bad. We boarded out a lot of our boarded all of our Exile effects too. Jeez, yeah. This is something. And here's No More Lies. Yeah, I don't think we can win. Like, honestly. Big fan of Voice of Victory. Card's so good. How many copies of Caretaker's Talent were... I wanted a Tidebinder Vis, but I probably should have just countered that, but... Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, sure. That's a lot of fields. Alright. They came ready to win the Fountain Port battle, that's for sure. And they're exploiting these maps pretty bad, too. Alright. Let's Dreams. Wow. I mean, they want to give me the Innocence. That's awesome for us, I think. Here's stock up. We have counterspells for the talent, which is good, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe we'll find blue, right? So, here's stock up, take Verge, counterspell. No one knows how many Caretaker talents were registered at the PT? I would guess, like, you know, between 4 and 12. There's always some random decks at the PT. Here's a Blast Zone. Overlord of the Mistmoors.
You didn't say the magic
You
word.
chose wrong, my friend. Question is, can we beat this Enduring Innocence or not? I didn't put a land too. Oh man. Suppose playing sloppy, but we're probably still lose anyway. Here's Idyllic Beachfront. That's not ideal. Alright, so sure. Archive. Alright, say go. Man. Well, this game they drew Demolition Fields and not Fountain Ports, so we have a little more of a chance, I suppose, but... think this Enduring Innocence is not going to be easy. We don't really have an answer to Enduring Innocence. Yeah, that's pretty bad on my part. They're going to field my Fountain Port. 4-3. Dreams. Dump a Plains. Draw Negate. Okay. Get an island. Beza. Ultima does answer this, that is true. Oh my god, the beachfronts! Oh, there's so many beachfronts! Alright, you make a fish, just block it. And sell the counterspell up. Jeez. Force field. Like, if they had one Fountain Port, this game was over, like, 4 turns ago.
No, you can't. Don't even try.
Tough. This works. All right, we're gonna pack it up here. Yeah, I mean, this is some of the danger. Whenever you take a Decklist on the Pro Tour, always be aware that it was built specifically for the Pro Tour, and that your own metagames may vary, because that is an unwinnable matchup, I think. Where are these mono red players at, huh? Where are they? All right, on the play. Hand is kind of sketchy. Doesn't actually have a blue source. We do have Lockdown and Beza, though. I'm gonna keep this. Not a lot of control mirrors in the Pro Tour. Not a lot of slow decks in general. Inspiring Vantage. Nailed it. Nailed it!
Bingo!
Alright.
What's Inspiring Vantage do up over here? Mountain. Ember Heart Challenger. Sure. Works for me. Basically mono red. And now we're just in our happy place. Just living the life. Bezas and lockdowns and no more lies. Oh, yeah.
You didn't say the
Oh,
magic word.
yeah. We're on our control shit now. Let's do this. Bring it on. I think she has Beza there, actually. Just draw a card. We're still at 20, though, so... Alright, let's make a fish. Alright, and then, if he has Beza, we draw a card and get 3 life, or 4 life. It's pretty cool. Attack for 1. The first Beza. The first of many. I attacked, I'm an idiot. They have a forge anyway, it's fine. But sure. Yeah, but I'm still an idiot. Because I didn't even think about it, but they had the forge to stop me regardless, so... that being said, I would have gotten an extra point of damage, so... Moral of the story is, I'm dumb. Let's attack for 1. I'm gonna think he has Meringue. Honestly. Mahatma Hadi Djinn is good enough here for me. What are they doing? They're just doing nothing. Screaming Nemesis, sure. Yeah, no problem. We're gonna win this race anyway, so... What do you got? You got a Monster's Rage? Don't care. We don't care what... Hey, Burst Lightning, sure. Also fine. Can't gain life, don't care. We're here to race, so... And a Rage, sure. So... This is a large part of why I played this Meringue Ever region, because it's really, really important to be able to pressure your opponent when they're playing red, and not just sit there and let them wiggle out from under you. So... Here's Beza. Bronzesmithing's going to be on Thursday. And say go. Conveniently have exactly 11 points of damage in play. Opera Love Song. Exile top 2. Top 2 cards. Land. That's more like it. That's more like it indeed. All right, so mono red, change the equation. Devout Decree, Elspeth Smite. I would say that the flanker is not very good. Cathar Commando is not very good. Not a big fan of 3 steps ahead. Honestly, these streams with Laganas are pretty damn slow too. Tidebinder can be... Tidebinder's okay. There's a few okay things. Not great, but these negates are also not the best. Dreams is pretty slow. We not see what the white is for now. It might just be for the dragon. Yeah, so a few lists, almost a lot of the mono red lists played the red omen dragon, the roast, the white dragon, and a few played like 1 or 2 lands to cast it. I think it's probably just wrong, but also open deck lists, so like you don't get any advantage. People thinking you're just playing a different deck than mono red. I like some Tidebinders here. Flankers. Yeah, Flanker's bad. That's good. I like this. Alright, game 2. Love the laydown arms. Let's keep. Turn 1. Heartfire Hero. Get out of town. It's tempting, but...
Get off my
Let's
plate.
get out of here. You can have your life. It's my Beza combo. I think the hope here is no Nemesis. So our lockdown is really good. I actually think I'm just going to cast the Dreams here. I need to play a tap land. And this also might deter them from playing Nemesis. Here's Hired Claw. Awesome. Sweet. I'll just pump the Hired Claw. We'll take our 2 for 1. No pumps. Okay. That's kind of weird. Here's a Tidebinder. Tidebinder is not great. Ship the Tidebinder. And a Beachfront. Love the Beachfront. Ultima, sure. Here's Lockdown. Lock it up. Do they have Destroy Evil? Are they actually playing white? They are! Soul Partition. Sure. This is not just mono red. They actually are playing white cards. Lockdown costs 5 now, so it's Ultima. Here's Manifold Mouse. Might be in trouble here. They reveal a Barrage. We take 6. And we draw an island. I think we might be dead. On board, it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other land. Okay. Yeah, like the red splashing for Shelter by Ghost is a way to try and win the mirror and stuff. Alright. Alright. Just gonna go straight damage. No pumps. Go to 3. Not feeling great here, folks. Not gonna lie. Probably gonna get linked next turn. Let's Coil and Catch. Later Arms is good. Alright, dump Beachfront. Alright, well. Time to end the turn. I mean, maybe actually... We're not going to lock down because it's too risky as a partition. We're just going to Ultima. Alright, sure. Opera Love Song. Exile top 2. They have Manifold Mouse and Hired Claw. Yeah, we play a lot of basics this game, which is pretty cool. Danger says, morning, Jim. Enjoyed your video this morning about possible futures. No!
A brilliant player can get a strong hand cracked, go on tilt, and lose his mind along with every single chip in front of him.
Tough game. We missed it all on the mid turns, but enjoyed the video on talking about bans. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. All right, so game 3. We're on the play. It's important. I think we're fine here. Yeah, this is good. No worries. Chat doesn't know rounders, folks. I feel so old.
Pointless nostalgia.
No! Double Lay Down Arms Archive, too? Oh, what a tempting hand. Oh, what a tempting hand. You can't keep this, though. We're going to mulligan. Double Lay Down Arms Archive. That is something. Yeah, we're going to mulligan. Alright, so this is better. Put a mulligans also. We keep this and just dump the River Regent. Find some gas. Wuss, they say. You're not wrong. Don't get lost. Hate get lost against mono red. Turn 1 Hired Claw. We have a lockdown. I think I like land go. We'll cast No More Lies. Yeah, like, don't want to get too much damage in. We don't rely too much on lockdown because they actually have ways to destroy it. Most mono red decks don't have a way to kill lockdown. They do, so. And then we'll just decree. We're just going to decree here. Smite. Smite is bad against exactly land Monstrous Rage. But Smite is also bad against Nemesis, which is the card I'm currently scared of. Yeah, we're going to try and Smite here. Fountain Port, sure. Alright. What makes a Magic player the best? What is the difference between us and him? They have Rage here. I'm so sad. I guess it's not the end of the world because we get to lockdown, but alright. I mean, I can't look. No! That's pretty brutal. Alright, well. Man, only had a real removal spell there, you know? They only had 2 cards left, so got that going for us. Really good Magic players, they never lose an edge. They never lose a percentage point, you know? In the games where, you know, the margins are super thin, they just usually find a way out. I think planning's important too. It's having a good vision for the game. How the game is going to end, what the game is going to look like, how it's going to play out. Alright, hope that last card's not good. Mountain, love it. We're just gonna coil and catch. Here we go, folks. Alright, well. Very dicey with a rock-based village in play. Yeah, that's the point of that. This is 1, 2, this is 4 damage. Oh my god. Brutal. Alright. Oh, they didn't bump! Oh, they didn't bump. Okay, never mind. Alright, so another land. That's not good. We can lock down or we can lay down arms. If we lock down, we can't Fountain Port. I think Fountain Port making a treasure to draw off is pretty good. Alright, well, dead do a lot of stuff here. They can give double strike and trample. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, tough games. Couple tough draws. Yeah, they give double strike and trample, make a fish, take 3. Yeah. Alright. GG's. You know, sometimes red is sometimes red gets you. It is what it is. Red deck's good. We won a game here. We were 1 and 2. I don't know why the untap missed one. We had a little internet hiccup. I guess that might have been it. But yeah, this deck is definitely extremely tuned for the Pro Tour metagame. I would not take this deck onto the open ladder or to your local FNMs as it currently stands. I'm also like somewhat dubious of these card choices. The Beachfront plus Lay Down Arms package, Dreams of Lagana. I think if you're looking for a good blue-white control deck, just looking back to the last Pro Tour, the deck that Eli Cassis and Arne Huschenbeth played to a really good finish. Probably a better starting point, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Control's cool. Is what it is. So we'll keep doing our thing. So let's play more Magic on stream. YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.